Hello everybody and welcome back to F1 22 with me, Dan, and the BMW Slothz team for the final time in Season 3. It's a three-way title decider between myself, Lando Norris and Fernando Alonso, who are both at McLaren, for the title. The Constructors' Championship, that was won already by McLaren, so we don't need to worry about that. It's just a straight-up battle between the three of us to the finish line. Right now, we're just going through the power unit parts, just trying to get all of them before the regulation changes kick in, and we do manage to get them, and we're off to the races. So, yeah, practice came along. I didn't really think that this would be a massive issue, because I didn't really expect to be doing Season 4, but it's coming. Actually, between releasing the last video, or recording the last video and doing this one, the story was announced for F1 23, which was a nice comeback. It looks like they put a lot of effort in. If you agree, comment down below. What did you like about it? Oh, you're looking forward to F1 23. But yeah, for now then, we've got to get as many points as possible, because we do need to get our car in somewhat of a workable condition for next season. As of yet, I've not actually done any Season 4 races, so I don't know how good it's going to be against the competition. I'm hoping competitive. Our teammate is certainly going to be competitive, because that has changed, all will be explained. But yes, it's going to be an interesting one, and it should lead us right up until the British Grand Prix, when we hopefully will see the release of F1 23 as well. So for the final time, are we going to get one more discounted upgrade? Yes, we do. We're going to go for the brakes, which we do get, so we're ending on a high, and now it's over to the race. So then, it's all come down to this. A shaky start to the season by many stretches, a bit of a lull partway through, not really performing too well, particularly in qualifying, but we've made it here to Abu Dhabi at the top of the Drivers' Championship with everything to lose. Competing with us are several former world champions, so don't forget to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell to see which one is going to come out on top. We've got Fernando Alonso, two-time world champion; Max Verstappen, I guess now two-time world champion from this game; Charles Leclerc, one-time world champion; and then there's us. So, interesting competition. Onto the starting grid we go. And started on pole position, there is Fernando Alonso and Max Verstappen kicking off today. I haven't done this circuit for a long time, so especially with the changes to the track, so this was quite a difficult one. But we still ended up P4 behind Lando Norris, behind us Charles Leclerc and George Russell, Esteban Ocon and Lewis Hamilton, and finally Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll ran out of top 10. There's our teammate Carlos Sainz alongside Pierre Gasly. Sainz with a penalty there, unfortunately. Robert Schwartzman and Yuki Tsunoda. Alex Albon and Oscar Piastri, Kevin Magnussen and Zhou Guanyu, penultimate row Mick Schumacher and Dan Ticktum, and finally it's Théo Pourchaire and Nicholas Latifi. Latifi also with a penalty, but I'm pretty sure he actually just qualified there. Down to the track we go. There is the safety car, which of course we've only seen the one time this season in Mexico, and that was an interesting race to say the least. And look, there is the reigning world champion Charles Leclerc, not in contention this time, so he will be dethroned by the end of the season. And there we are, hopefully the man going to take that number one on the front of our car by the end of this race. And finally, there's George Russell, for no good reason whatsoever. He's in a pretty bad car this season. Well, here we go then. It's all come down to this. In the sunset of the Middle East, lights are out, and away we go for the final time in Season 3. Through Turn 1 we go, and already losing positions rapidly to multiple cars there off the start. Not a great getaway off the line. A little bit of oversteer plaguing our car as we come down towards the first of the track. Well, we've already gone through one of them, through the second track change, which is this hairpin. And get through fairly well compared to the competition. We're going to be hard on the gas. The Ferrari will pose absolutely zero threat to us whatsoever here because it's so slow. And we take the inside line. George Russell up ahead. We're going to go up the inside as he leaves a little space, go around the outside at the second part of the chicane. We're back up into P4. just half a lap after we started and lost 2 positions. And we rejoin the action on lap 3. Up ahead, we've got the 3 men who, up until recently, were competing for this championship as well. Max Verstappen, of course, being the main one to drop out, and Norris being our biggest rival here. We've got to finish 13 points ahead of him to keep the title. As we come into the same chicane again, close it up very good on the back of Norris here. A little bit of a correction on exit, but we're away nicely. DRS is open. What can we do here against Norris, the would-be champion? Going to come down towards this second hairpin. We get on the curb and lock up slightly there. Slightly ruins our line, and we're going to have to wait and see if we can try to get past him again. Rejoining on lap 5 now. Norris is going to go for a move on Max Verstappen around the outside of the chicane. He's ahead of him at the apex. Verstappen comes back at him. They're going to be slowing each other down, and we're going to get the cut back here on Verstappen. Cut into the off-board cam. Close it up on the back of Norris. We're going to dive to the inside as we come to this hairpin. Now it's 3 abreast, now 2 abreast. Now it's just us, but we run wide into the corner. Norris with one, sending it down the inside. He manages to retake P2. Try to protect his teammate as best as he can. It's not really going to help them win the championship, but I don't know. We run into the back of Lando Norris there as I'm trying to figure out what words I'm going to say. And I think we got no damage. May end up having a look in a second, but seems to be okay at the moment. Lap 5 then. And this time, Lando Norris has made the crucial mistake of not having a car in front of him to help him with DRS. We are a little bit late on opening of the flap, but we're okay. There's the tyre where we're looking a little bit shady at the moment. Norris comes down the inside to come back at us. He runs over the curb there and nearly crashes into the side of us, but we managed to get back ahead of him. And that is that. We're on to P2. We've got a yellow flag behind us. Something's happening back there. Let's go on board. This is the Ford Alpha Tauri. Stamps the throttle there on entry. We got the safety car deployed after that incident. He stopped all the cars. So now it's the mad dash to the pit lane. Alonso's already in, of course. And everyone else will follow suit. It looks as though they're going to double stack the McLarens, though, which is crucial because Norris needs to finish low down for us to win this championship. We're coming in. Get these tyres on quick, boys, they said. And he's away. Just ahead of Charles Leclerc. Oh, no, that's Carlos Sainz. We've got aboard with Carlos Sainz as we watch his pit stop because, of course, he's double stacked with us. He started P11, held up by 3-4 cars there, actually. Lewis Hamilton dropping back. Lando Norris dropped to 8th after the double stack there, so he is out of contention unless we see another safety car and a massive accident, but we're probably not going to. Interestingly, though, we've got a double world champion leading the race, a would-be champion in second, a current world champion in third, Esteban Ocon, and then a double world champion behind him. Interesting. We've lost Lando Norris quite far back, so it is just me versus Alonso as we slide through that little crash there. As I mentioned last time, oversteer still a little bit of a problem with the car. It understeers and then oversteers on correction, which is very annoying. I think it's because of that front wing upgrade. We're going to fix that at the start of season 4 because it's very annoying. On to lap 10 we go. Alonso, we're in DRS range now. Completely vulnerable. We're closing in with disgusting speed here. Move to the outside, hard on the brakes we go. Into the chicane. Up the inside. Can we make it? We're going to get DRS again. No, Alonso's not been smart enough here. DRS is open. Alonso tries to defend, but we are past. Nice and easy. Into this hairpin again, making sure to stay off that curb. We nearly went too deep there off of that curb, but Alonso looking at the proximity arrow. He's coming alongside us here. Brave stuff from Fernando Alonso as we come into the hotel section. He's going to go round the outside, nearly gets it. Up the inside, we're going to have to give him room. We haven't got a choice. He hits us out of the blue, then tries it again, but doesn't go through with it, and we managed to stay ahead just about here. We've got 5 laps remaining after we round this final corner to conclude this championship, and Alonso has decided he's not giving up. Not yet, anyway. Here we go. He's going to go left or right. I'm not sure. We probably weaved a little bit illegally there, but we're going to pretend that that didn't happen. He's going to go around the outside, but we put the squeeze on him and give him a little bit of room there as we run wide. Alonso, though, I think may have been... though he was ahead at the DRS detection line, but thankfully our setup and our straight line speed have helped us here. He's going to try it around the outside, and he does do it. Charles Leclerc actually closing in as well. Ocon dropped back, so now it's just all world champions against us. As we rejoin lap 14 of 15 now, we're going to retake the lead from Fernando Alonso. At this point, Norris is so far back, we've won this unless we crash. So this is completely pointless trying to win this race, but of course we've got to go out with a blaze of glory at the end of season 3. And who doesn't want to win a championship by winning the race? Alonso, oh, nearly crashed into the wall there. I think I was checking my phone. As Alonso gets the DRS, he's going to make the same move again around the outside. We're going to try and hold on this time. He just has more grip out there. He's just able to go a little bit further. Following on with the McLaren. Into the hotel section we go, losing a little bit of time there, but we got plenty of opportunities to get past him later on the final lap as we come through the penultimate corner. Final corner approaching. Down the pit straight we go for the final time of season 3. And we cut away to the external cameras. Amazingly, Nicholas Latifi might finish ahead of somebody. Kevin Magnussen all the way down in 21st. Probably got caught up in the incident with Gasly earlier on. Or Sonoda. I'm not entirely sure who it was. But we come down to this crucial section here. Wide entry into the corner. We cut back tight against the apex. On the exit, DRS is deployed, and now begins the reeling in of Fernando Alonso. To the outside that we go here at the chicane. He's going to slot it behind, changes his mind. He goes up the inside. We're going to take the inside of the second half of the corner. He's going to run ahead of us, gets the DRS detection line first, which means we get the DRS down the secondary pits lane. And we're clear ahead of the McLaren. We stay off the curb this time just to not give him a single opportunity to try and get past us. And that is it now. We are well and truly going to the end. Round the final time, the hotel section. Running wide over the curb, but it doesn't matter at this point. Alonso's got no chance of getting past us now. Even Carlos Sainz has managed to get into the points for the final time with the team. 2 points to him, but we will cross the line. We losing control as we celebrate becoming the world champion. Crashing into the Etihad pit barrier ball thing. Opposite us, Adnock. Not sure what that is, but we miraculously teleport down to the chicane section, which was removed, and celebrate. I can't help but feel as though this is just the same animation that they left in the last game. But there we go. Current world champion Charles Leclerc hands over the torch of responsibility by slapping us on the rear, and now we will take the driver number off his car. We celebrate in the worst way, a poor loser, as we take our trophy on the podium alongside championship hopeful Fernando Alonso, the second season in a row that he has missed out on becoming world champion despite being so close. And here are the final results. We, of course, got the win and the fastest lap there, so full 26 points for us. Fernando Alonso, Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Esteban Ocon, Pierre Gasly, George Russell, Lando Norris, Carlos Sainz, and Lewis Hamilton rounded out the top 10. And the final classification for the Drivers' Championship, we finished 31 points ahead of Fernando Alonso, who overtook his teammate in the final race by just 4 points. Behind them, we had Max Verstappen, Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc jumps Carlos Sainz, Lewis Hamilton, Esteban Ocon, and Lance Stroll. Just 1 point behind was George Russell in 11th, then Pierre Gasly, Kevin Magnussen, Alex Albon, and Yuki Tsunoda round out the point scorers, followed by Dan Ticktum, Robert Schwartzman, Oscar Piastri, Teo Porcher, Joe Granu, Mick Schumacher, and Nicholas Latifi. And there we go with the final Constructors' Championship. We already knew that McLaren had won, but BMW 51 points behind at the final race, followed by Red Bull, Ferrari, Alpine, Mercedes, AlphaTauri, Haas, Williams, Audi and Aston Martin. And that's all for now. We'll catch you next week for Season 4.